Hey, what's up guys, Mushroom here, and today I'm going to be playing the Stanley Parable. So this game, I played it before. I did a video on my other channel. If you guys want to see it, I'll leave a link below. And yeah, let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
So obvious.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Work is boring, but yet again.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. If that's happiness.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Porn.
Something he would never quite forget.
It's porn.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Like, if someone's not gonna do that in one way, like, really. So, yeah, the bad thing is that I cannot grab stuff, I think. Well, I only played it a little bit, so it's basically like, you go and there's like a lot of endings, but basically you go to the same spot. Just watch the other video. Okay. So yeah, I can like grab anything. Look, it's just like I'm pressing a freaking keyboard. He's probably asleep. Stanley, wake the fuck up. Okay, let's go. Here it comes.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, look.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One thing. I'm probably not gonna listen to him. I don't like him. Well, I think I don't. Maybe not like him. Oh yeah, and I cannot open doors, so. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't close. Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I
and
know.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps
bitch.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
No,
just
I don't want
to admire it.
I don't want to. Okay, I do. It's
Yes,
blue.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
As always, I
Stanley
want to
simply
fucking
stood
drink.
here, drinking it all in.
Do you have any change? I need some change.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
Shut the fuck up.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Or yes. Or no. Or I don't know. I feel like whatever. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you. Leave Stanley though.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
What if
I
you
realize
are?
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I haven't
Please,
played this game in a long
stop
time,
trying
so
to
I
make
don't
every
remember
decision
where
by
I
yourself.
go.
Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley.
Where?
Your chance to redeem yourself.
Her?
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I never heard.
She's been waiting.
What? Who? Are you serious? Wait, is it like my girlfriend? No, actually, Stanley's girlfriend. What is it? What's this? Can I go in here? No. Hello? Why do you always close the fuck? Wait, I can open this. Yes, bitch. Hello. Can I drive? I want to get out. It's dark. And it's terrifying. Oh shit!
That's her, Stanley.
What?
You need to be the one to do this.
Wait,
to
no.
reach out to her.
What?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Let me out, dude. Hello? I would like a pizza, 2 bitches, and a drink. What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I have a girlfriend.
Right.
Or a wife?
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa!
Gotcha.
Fuck
oh,
you.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I think he just described me. I don't have a girlfriend also, Stanley, so I understand you. Wait, no.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What? What? Fuck you, dude. Damn it. Go on, let me out. Honey, I'm home.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait. Good morning, employee Hortus and Impresso. No. Can I have some fun with this lady? Can I? Hello there. What's your name? Well, again, as any other girl, they ignore me, so fuck that. Do I really need to press L? Whatever. Pressing L.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
B. That's B, right? I don't have that. Is that 8 or B?
Look at him there,
Oh,
pushing
it's an
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button.
Dude, fuck
now
you.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Stanley, if I ever knew you, I would change your life forever. I know. We go out, throw this doll away, or actually I think we can paint it and throw it into a car and something. And yeah, you know, we grab a drink and get some cool stuff and blah blah blah.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
I wanna get the fuck out of here.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Yo, bitch, give me a sandwich, please. As always, ignored. Press. I don't like TV. TV is boring.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Aliens, maybe. No. How about I don't know. What? Come on, let me get out of here. God damn it. Whatever.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Let me out of here, you son of a bitch.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Wait.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
What the
Down
fuck?
one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
What?
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
You son of a bitch.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
This is not freaking. This is not freedom. This isn't. I don't even know what the fuck is this.
But there is no answer.
Whoa.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Bait. I don't even know what the fuck is this. Can I go out, please?
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
I wanna go
That
to
as long
bed.
as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Let me get out of here. Press R to question nothing. I do have a question for you. Who the fuck are you? Oh my god. Whatever.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please,
Stanley pushed a button.
please
And I
die.
tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. I don't know, but this game gets annoying at one point. Damn it!
All of his co-workers were
Yeah, I
gone.
know, you son.
What could it mean?
I know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I want to go and kick your ass? How does that sound? Sounds good,
Stanley
doesn't
came
it?
to a set of two open
Whatever,
doors.
I'm good. Yeah,
He
yeah.
entered the door on his left.
Can I open this? No. No.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
What's up?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. What's this? Meh. What's this? Employee. Whatever. Oh, people. Everyone is unique. You. Yes, you. Most of all. Oh. Number of slides. Slides. Charts. Charts and slides. Wait, there's more. Like. I don't even know. Let's go. Hey, look.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Grab it. Grab it, Stanley. And kill that guy if you ever see him. Kill him. God damn it.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
How can a car
might
be here?
fired for that. And in such a
Did it came
competitive
from there?
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence.
Grab the car
in a
and get the
single
fuck outta here.
moment
Grab
of
the car.
No reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Damn
And
it.
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Yeah, that's true.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Yeah, that's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
No.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't
Oh,
be real.
no.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
No.
I'm dreaming!
Oh my god.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
I'm
he
not
imagined
enjoying
himself
this.
flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yes.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What is it?
Why is there a voice in my head
Yeah.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah,
Now the
Stanley,
voice
you're
was
crazy,
describing
maybe.
itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
Dude, you need to
for
talk
himself?
faster. Come on.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Why is
Now,
there
hearing the voice speak these words was
like
quite
a
a shock.
it?
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Yes.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
No.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
No.
Please.
No.
It's all I want.
No.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Oh yeah, I do.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Well, not that, but
My life is normal. I am normal.
what? It's not even
Everything will
normal.
be fine.
How is boring normal?
I am okay.
And women say I'm boring. It's oh my god.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh shit.
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Who are you?
And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Okay.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and
Stanley?
screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Oh my God.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
I really want to kill
I am
this guy.
sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Well, let me say
But
something.
then she
to you.
remembered the meeting
You're
she
not
had
real.
scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Dude, you talk too
She
much.
had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Why would she ran? Why doesn't anyone call a freaking ambulance or a guy that picks up dead bodies or something? What the? Not again. What is this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
No.
memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Whiteboard ending. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Console. Dark. What? Where's my office? Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna let this part for now right here, and I think I'm gonna continue recording, but I'll upload one. Yeah, whatever. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplays or the let's play. Always confusing. So, whatever. See you guys in the other video.